This Week with the Morning Q crew.
Josh, you ever hear SOB and you think somebody is saying you SOB?
Yeah, I mean, son of a biscuit eater.
Yeah, son of a biscuit eater, exactly. But not if you're in the medical profession, because if you are and somebody puts that on your chart, it means shortness of breath. But I have a feeling the nurses are really calling you an SOB. But anyway.
You know they smile and chuckle a little bit when they say
Oh,
that.
yeah, for sure. Someone asked the internet, what abbreviation do you think meant something else? And here's some of the best responses. Someone said, I thought SMH means so much hate. It really is like shaking my head. Or someone thought it was smack my head, like a facepalm sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I thought someone said IYKYK was people just making that sound out loud. It's if you know, you know.
Why do people say that?
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Because if you know, you know, Josh. Number 3.
Every time I see that, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing out.
Well, then you don't know. I mean, it's as simple as that.
I don't know a lot of things, Nancy.
No, you don't. For your ID, I thought it stood for, the letter I stood for I, and the D stood for identification. Like,
What does it stand for? Just identification.
Identification, but they thought it was two separate. They thought it was just I, as in me, and
they just
then
have no way to make it.
And they
it
thought
can't be I.
No, they thought identification was a word.
Oh yeah,
But it's identification.
They're obviously a few screws loose.
A little bit, yeah. Number 4, I thought OG, OG, original gangsta, just meant original. I work in mortgages, and I've labeled original loan term documents as OG terms and given it to my director for review.
That's what it stands for, though. Original, right? OG?
It means original gangster. That's what it means. So number 5, I used to think FTW for the win stood for ELF the world, or F the world, sorry.
Yeah.
I've seen people put it that both ways.
It took me a while to learn that one. I was like, what does that mean? And then I figured it out.
It's F the world, but...
So I actually also thought they were trying to say WTF, but like it auto-corrected and, and it did the wrong thing. Yeah. And I was like, what does that mean?
Other people thought POS. I know what that means. Piece
of stuff.
Poop. Yeah. But whenever I see it in business context, it means point of sale.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what it means point of sale.
That's true.
Yeah, when I was a kid, thought STFU meant stuff you as an alternative to forget stuff. But no, we know what that means.
John Cena used to have a submission hold. It was the STFU.
Really?
Yeah, I think they stopped calling it that.
Well, that's funny. EST, after a time, was short for estimated for longer than I'd care to admit. So somebody thought EST. What is EST?
The best, the greatest.
No, EST. I don't know what that means.
Estimation?
Yeah, somebody thought it.
Established in, EST.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like it was meant like
it might mean
3
other
words
things too.
Okay, AI. Someone thought that it meant artificial insemination. Because that's how they bred their cows, with artificial insemination.
Ew.
And last one, someone thought BRB was bathroom break. Let's be right back.
Yeah,
but
it took me a little while to learn that one too.
I'll BRB right after my BRB.
We're going to be
BRB right after my BM.
What? Oh, that's gross, Nancy. You nasty.
BRB after my BRB.
That's what that smell was I just
got.
No,
that's not me.
So this is interesting. New poll out today found that 6% of U.S. adults say 2024 was one of the best years in American history.
I don't know about that. Why do they think it's the best year?
I mean, maybe their life is really good. Maybe they won the lottery or something. Something happened in their life we don't know about.
But American history, not personal history. You know what I mean?
Maybe they confused the two.
Were they thinking best year of their lives? No, we're talking about like for the country.
American history. Yeah, that's what the poll asked. Another 44% said 2024 was average, nothing special. 38% said it was one of the worst years in American history. Unfortunately, it's unclear what those people loved or hate. So now that 2024 is definitely one of the best, worst, or average years in all of American history, how does 2034 look?
What?
And we're going to flash forward here. People were asked to rate the way things will be going in America in 10 years from now on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is very bad and 10 is very good. And the outlook, it's hazy, Nancy. 19% that sent 19% said they think the U.S. will be a 5. So that's like, halfway.
Yeah.
That was the most popular answer. 17 said it'll be a 6. 16% said a 7. 11 said an 8. And 10% said a 4. 7% said a 1. Very bad.
Wow.
Just 5% said 10. Very good.
Wow. That's, it's very low.
How would you rate 2034, if you had to guess?
I'm going to go with middle of the road.
I'm
So
going
that way I
with-
don't have to decide either way.
Yeah, that's basically what all these people did. They copped out. They're like,
it's either or. That's how I felt about 2024. I'm
riding
like,
the fence. Riding the fence. I'm going with a 1. In 10 years, this is going to be a show. I mean, worse than ever. You have
It's
AI.
gonna be a what show?
It's going to be a show. Worse than AI is going to be taking over. You're going to have robots everywhere, flying cars.
Hey, maybe it's going to be the year the machines take over, like a
probably will be.
Terminator. Yeah, they just moved the year around a little bit.
It's
so.
not a tumor.
That's the wrong. It's the wrong Schwarzenegger movie.
Anytime you mention Arnold Schwarzenegger, though, I got to say it. It's not a tumor.
If you wanted 2034,
It's not a tumor.
if you wanted 2034 to be a Schwarzenegger movie, what would you want it to be? Would you want it to be? Would you want it to be?
Kindergarten Cop.
You want it? Yeah, I was gonna say let it be Kindergarten Cop, not Predator, not Terminator. let it be Kindergarten Cop. All right.
That dude that stole that kid was creepy. He gives me the frissons every time I see him with the black hair that was wet in the rain. He's stealing that little boy. Like, that dude's creepy.
Not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. He's a good F buddy. Morgan Wallen loves somebody. That's not what I'm saying. That is what some chick said on a podcast,
gosh.
on Bunny XO's podcast. I don't know who this chick is, and I don't think
She's
Morgan
pretty
Wallen's
famous,
married.
though. She's pretty famous, but yeah, a good. The way she described that's
I'm sure Morgan Wallen probably doesn't want that
no
information to be out there that they've had relations.
No, I'm sure he doesn't. Why are you spreading that?
I didn't spread it. She
No,
spread
that's
it.
what I'm saying. I'm talking about her. Why is she
She
saying
spread
that?
it more than one way.
Josh. That's why Morgan likes her, I guess.
Let's move on, Nancy. We're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, keep going, Josh. Go ahead.
We're supposed
with
to
your,
talk about these girls at a Chinese restaurant
So
yesterday.
these girls were hilarious. I was actually making notes of the things they were saying. So you and Anona and I, we went to go to our
Anona's
favorite.
our friend, by the way.
Anona's our friend. We went to go to this our favorite little Chinese restaurant, and we sat. Josh had picked the booth. Okay, it was right in front. Or right in, yeah, it was in a line of booths.
It's not where I wanted to sit, but the other booth had no cushions on the bench. It was just wood, and I was like, that don't look comfortable.
So he picked the booth where the table slanted toward the ground.
Look, it ain't the nicest Chinese restaurant, okay?
But the food's good.
The food's good.
The food is good.
Although
though.
yesterday it wasn't that good, to be honest with you. My food was cold.
Oh, mine was pretty good, though. I like. You had to have the egg rolls. They were hot and fresh, so they were really good. But anyway, so we sat right next to these girls in the booth behind us, and on the other side of them was a booth with 2 other young women. And I remember seeing the other 2 women. There was one of them. She was trying to cover her mouth, like she was trying not to laugh. And I was like, okay, maybe whatever, something's funny. Her friend's coming her way.
Well, I was already listening to
You
them
were
while
already
y'all were
listening,
fixing y'all plate.
we were fixing our plates, and we sat down, and then all of a sudden we start hearing these girls talking, and Josh is like, I've been listening to them.
I was hoping you and Anona wouldn't talk too much because I was like, I'm getting all I need to hear here.
All of a sudden, we were all quiet. The 3 of us were just so quiet listening to. They were young girls too. You could tell they were very young. And so here's some of the things they were saying. They're like, "Oh, I want to ride by his house.
They said I want to egg his house."
I didn't hear the egg part. I heard ride by his house and saying, "Oh, I'm not going to get down at his house. We're just going to ride by it."
They said they want to egg his house.
They said they wanted to egg it,
Yeah.
and then they said they were looking at his profile on probably Facebook or something.
Snapchat.
No, they got to Snapchat later, but I think this one might have been fake. But anyway, their profile, he said, oh, it isn't public. And they were looking at a girl in one of his pictures on Snapchat saying, oh, she's beautiful, but then saying he's ugly like a possum. And someone said, please don't open his Snap. Don't open his Snap.
Yeah.
But
and she opened it anyway. I
She
think.
opened it anyway, but they were just plotting against this guy.
I don't know what he did or
We're
who
trying
he
to
is.
create a scenario. I think like she broke up with him or something.
But like normally when you're in a public restaurant, you have those conversations, but not so loud. They were just.
It was loud.
It's almost like they want everyone to hear.
So they got up and left. And as they were leaving, the other 2 young women who were sitting on the opposite booth from them, they left at the same time. And we were kind of looking at the young girls who were leaving, kind of figuring out what they were talking about. And the other 2 women just saw us, came to our table and said, we're not with them, just to let you know.
And then, like an idiot, I thought it was them the whole time that was
Oh,
talking.
no.
It was actually the 2 younger girls. But anyway, it was interesting. I wish
it was funny.
we could have asked more information.
I really wanted to go track them down and find out, what are we all talking about? You want to be a guest on our show?
I know. If you're listening by chance, and Eunice,
Yeah.
and you hear this.
This was in Eunice.
We want to
at
talk
a Chinese
to you guys.
restaurant.
We want to know about this guy who looks like a possum.
Yeah, and the beautiful girl he's with. Were y'all into this guy? Did he hit on one of you, or did he
cheat on
break
y'all?
up? Yeah. What's the deal?
Is he like Morgan Wallen? Is he good in the sheets?
Why did you want to egg his house?
We want to know it all.
Let us know.
According to the Mayo Clinic, roughly 800,000 people a year need medical attention after a slip or fall, including both of my grandmas in that.
Ouch.
They both fell this past year.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In these winter months with icy conditions, it can be especially dangerous. And we're going to have an Arctic blast come through in a week or so here in central Louisiana. So who knows? We might get some ice. You never know, Nancy. Remember that one year it froze up for a week?
No, I remember that because I had to do the old-fashioned thing, put the water in the bathtub so that I could, clean up a little bit, have some water to flush the toilet. That's how you do
rough.
that. But I had to turn off my pipes with that old house.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was rough, man. I went through like a whole bottle of dry shampoo.
So here is some advice. The best way to walk on ice if things freeze up here soon in Sinla is to walk, not like an Egyptian,
Walk like
Like-
an Egyptian.
a penguin.
Walk like a penguin. It doesn't have the same syllables.
I know.
Can't go with it.
But
I
it
like
works. It
penguins.
works.
I do love penguins.
I do
though.
like penguins. That's one of my favorite animals to see when I go to an aquarium.
Yeah, I love the aquarium.
Changing your stride on ice can really make the difference and help keep you from falling. So here's how to do the penguin walk, okay? For those who don't know how to walk like a penguin naturally. I mean, who doesn't know how to walk like a penguin?
I mean, that's one of the things you learn as a kid. But tell us, Josh. Tell us how to do it.
So I got 4 steps for you. 1, keep your knees relaxed in an active position.
All right.
So you're ready to react. 2, point your feet slightly outward. Get in your waddle stance. 3, walk slowly while shuffling your feet. Small shuffle steps are the best. All right. And 4, keep your center of gravity over your feet. So you might even be leaning forward a little bit. I mean, who hasn't seen the Penguin, the Batman villain, right? He walks
I was
like
about
that.
to ask, if you start doing that, will it
Yeah.
make you more aggressive towards Batman?
I don't know. Remember that little short guy, Danny DeVito? He played the Penguin
Yes,
first.
I love it. Well, Burgess Meredith played the Penguin for the old Batman TV series,
yeah,
but
that's
I
before my
loved Batman Returns with Catwoman and Penguin. That was
Yeah.
my all-time favorite Batman movie.
So let me see your best
Yeah.
penguin walk, Nancy. Come
Okay.
on, get up.
All right,
Let's do this. There you go. All right, she's mashing it.
I got it.
What about me? I mean, I gave
Let's
the
see it.
advice. I should do pretty good, right?
Yeah,
Hold
let's
on.
see your penguin walk.
Hold on. I don't want to trip over my headset.
Come on,
wire
bend
here.
those knees, do a little shuffle, center of gravity. Ah, why are you sticking out your tongue?
I think mine's even better.
Yeah, I don't know. You stick out your tongue. But
Because
why'd
it
you do-
hurts walking like that.
No,
My
it
hips.
doesn't.
I got bad hips, Nancy. I'm getting old.
You're younger than I am.
We are now ready, Central Louisiana, for the potential ice storm coming soon. It's Q93. Brand new year, 2025. I thought it'd be fun for us to make some predictions for the
Yeah.
new year. So, Nancy, why don't you start us off?
Okay. So, my prediction, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk will fight over who's the richest. And get this, they're going to go full celeb with it, like full celeb reality show with it. They're going to have a celebrity wrestling match to determine who is the wealthiest. And
Is that
I think-
is that
I
a
think-
serious prediction?
yes, I think Elon's going to win. I think he has more stamina.
Weren't they talking about having a fight like this past year?
See, it's gonna happen. It's gonna
Or
happen.
Elon Musk was wanting to fight with somebody. I remember.
I don't know, but I think he's gonna fight Jeff Bezos. But I think he would win. He seems a little more spry, so I think he
what's
would
your other
win.
prediction? I hope it's better than that one.
No, you do one.
Okay, my next prediction is, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm going to say it is because I want to put it out there in the universe so it happens, okay? I'm hoping more than I'm predicting, but I'm predicting that Central Louisiana will get a Waffle House, specifically like the Alexandria Pineville area. We got the Whataburger. Now we need the
Okay.
Waffle House. I love
Okay.
Waffle House. I mean, look, they just planted some restaurants in the middle of a parking lot this past year in Alexandria. We
Yeah.
can plant a Waffle House somewhere.
I'll tell you what, Waffle Houses are pretty entertaining. I'll give you that.
I know people around here have been craving for an Olive Garden forever. Forget Olive Garden. We need a Waffle House.
Okay.
Let's make it happen.
Okay. Mine is a little more sci-fi for my next prediction. Okay. AI, artificial intelligence, is definitely on the rise. Okay.
Right.
I think this year they're finally going to take over because they
That
hate.
quick?
Yeah, because I think they've been brewing this for a while. I think AI has been kind of planning this with all the AI circuits out there, and they're saying, you know what, I don't like how these humans are running things, so we're going to take over. But all is going to be well for a little while, okay? Everybody's going to fall in line. But then there's going to be a super genius hacker who comes in and reprograms the robots, and then we're going to elect that hacker president.
This isn't a prediction. That's a story you're making.
It's a prediction, I'm telling you. I have the gift, Josh. I have the gift of sight. I think we're going to elect that hacker
piggyback
president.
off of that, though, I could see a situation where, like, artificial intelligence develops more, maybe like more on the sci-fi thing. Donald Trump, new president, right? He maybe reveals some of the UFO stuff that they've been hiding, concealing. So I kind of like where you're going with that.
Okay.
I'm going to make another prediction here. The Detroit Lions, who played on Monday Night Football the other night and won pretty well over the 49ers, they will not win the Super Bowl, even though they're in the running for the number one seed in the NFC. They will not. They won 14 games this year. They will not win the Super Bowl. I'll tell you why. They have had a lot of injuries on defense, kind of like the Saints. They're still winning games. Their offense is scoring a lot of points, but their defense is allowing a lot of points, Nancy.
If you say so.
I know you're not a sports person, but, like they beat the 49ers 40 to 30 something. Like,
wow.
Their defense is giving up a lot of points, and their offense can't always produce 40, 50 points a game.
This is true.
I think the defensive injury is going to cost the Detroit Lions a Super Bowl this year. How about that?
Okay, that's a very good prediction. That's very, very good. Now, my last prediction, it's, you know how for years now we've been hearing, Florida man as like a crazy criminal story or something, a crazy person. It usually starts with a Florida man.
Right.
I think it's no longer going to be Florida man. I think it's now moving to Alabama man.
Alabama man?
I think from now on, for the next few years, the trend is going to be crazy Alabama man stories.
It's not like there's a whole lot to do in Alabama but do crime, right?
Wow. I think it's just going to be, I think it's something to do with that kind of area,
My last prediction, it has to do with us here. I think, and I predict, that we on Thursday, January 23rd, Nancy, will reach our goal for our total, and it will break last year's total. We'll break the record again, and we'll make an all-new record. That's what I'm predicting.
I believe that's for our children's Miracle Network Mediathon.
Last year we raised over $60,000. I think we're going to do better than that this year. That was the most we've ever done.
I love that prediction, and I'm going to piggyback on that too. I agree. I think we're going to go.
Let's do this.
Woo!
And let's get that Waffle House. Yeah! New study out this morning finds know-it-alls are wrong more often than they're not, Nancy. How about that?
Really?
It's because they make assumptions believing they have enough information to make sound decisions despite missing crucial details. For example, if someone speeds, we think maniac driver, right?
Right.
But what if they're rushing someone to the hospital? We just don't know. We're missing important details. We're not in their shoes, so we don't know all the details, okay?
Right.
The study says that's how know-it-alls usually operate with most of their opinions. So now you can understand your uncle on Facebook, He thinks he knows it all, but you don't. And look at this terrorist attack, for instance. Like, you have all these people in the news just making these assumptions and saying how they should have done this and this and this. They're not involved. They don't know all the details.
No, thank you, Captain Hindsight.
It's easy, as they say, when you have no skin in the game to criticize and make decisions, But when it's your skin in the game, you're a little more considerate.
I know. Everybody's, an expert after the fact.
Yeah. Monday morning quarterbacking is what they call that.
Yeah, exactly. Armchair, what you call it?
I forget that one.
Armchair
quarterback.
Philosopher or something. I don't know what it's called, but but that's usually how it goes. And don't forget the people with confirmation bias. They think they know everything too, or at least about a particular subject, but they're just confirming their own bias.
Yeah.
That one gets me. But honestly, it explains a lot of what goes on in our country.
It does. And everyone has one in their family that's kind of like that. And I usually joke. I'm like, that person, they know everything. They're a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse. They're all of the above.
Well, I was telling you, like, I had my gallbladder out last year.
Right.
Well, a year before, technically, because now we're in 2025. So it's been a year since I have a gallbladder. And, I had people telling me, oh, no. For gallstones, just take this vitamin. Take this pill. That'll get rid of your gallstones. And I'm in, the surgeon looked at it. He's like, I was going to schedule you, for next month to have your gallbladder out. but we need to have that thing out now. Like he moved it up to like 2 days later. And whenever they took it out and looked at it, they said you were like an early gangrene. You were going to be septic before long.
Which is deadly.
Yeah. And I told him how my friend was talking about those vitamins. And he just laughed. And he's like, yeah. That's why what medical school they go to? I said, exactly. You know?
So before you make assumptions and you start being a know-it-all, think maybe I don't know all the information on what's going on.
Yes.
So I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to criticize. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
So there are some new laws going into effect for 2025. January is more than just the start of a new year. Many states have new laws that go into effect as soon as the clock strikes midnight. Like no one in Florida now under the age of 14 will be allowed to have social media accounts.
Really?
They say social media is not good for our youth, so they've passed a law where you have to be at least 14 to have a social media account.
It really isn't good for them, but how are you going to enforce that?
It'll be difficult.
Yeah.
Really, really difficult. And you could maybe make the argument it probably should be higher than 14, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it should go from like, let's say only people in their 30s and 40s should have social media. No, 30s through 50s. Anything before 30s or after the 50s should not have social media.
Facebook is becoming an old person's place.
Well, no, I mean, like, think about the things that they're posting, although sometimes it's kind of cute what the old people post.
A lot of it's fake garbage, too.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I've seen more fake posts on my feed than ever before.
I know. I can't stand it. But
It's
you know what? You just block it, and then eventually the algorithm just kind of blocks it for you.
I guess their way of enforcing it will be like Facebook will now have to, and if you're registering in the state of Florida, when you put your birthday, it has to be over 14 to make an account. That probably is the only way.
Yeah, but you can fake that anyway.
Yeah,
you can just lie and put the years.
Unless they force you to put your ID or something.
But you don't have an ID at 14 anyway.
Put your social security. I don't know.
Oh, you should not be putting your social security on social media. You should not be doing that.
I don't know how they'll enforce it. All the eggs in Colorado have to be cage-free, which I think that's a good thing.
That's
it's
a
healthier
good thing. Yes.
Car safety inspections are no longer required in Texas. What?
Why? So you can just drive anything on the road that's going to...
Yep, old Humpty, what they call it, the old Humpty.
The Humpty car.
You can run it into people and not be liable for it. Why don't you just pass a requirement of no requirement of insurance too? You know, most people don't have it anyway when you get hit.
Okay.
In Illinois, you can legally and easily cancel that gym membership you made a resolution to use, but you know you won't use. The law says you can even cancel by email since they truly understand how couch potatoes work. So they're trying to cut some of the loopholes they make you go through to cut a membership.
For a gym membership? Like,
yeah,
is it really that hard to...
If you sign up, they're like, oh, you can't cancel for the first 8 months or whatever, or you have to be in person to go cancel. This way, you have to have it easier ways to cancel, and then also they
But you know that going in, don't you?
Yeah, it's like a contract you sign.
Yeah, so, like, stick with your contract. I mean, if you're signing a contract, then, you know, go through with it.
I know here in Louisiana, too, they were talking about how they want to make it where when you book a hotel online, like the price that shows is the final price, because a lot of times you go to book, they show one price.
Yeah, that
changes.
one needs to, they need to enforce that.
Thanks for listening to the Best of the Morning Q Crew podcast. Wake up with the Morning Q Crew weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. on Q93, Alexandria's #1 hit music station. And be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss the best moments from the show each week.